Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Wealth Unlimited. Today in the series of talking about stocks to grow your investments, I got you top 3 IT sector stocks. This is one industry which has underperformed in last couple of years, and I believe that this sector is currently standing at the margin of safety. These are the top picks which has the huge potential for the growth, as well as I see 20% upside for them in the near term. Before starting the video, I want to tell you that this is the video which is only made for the research purpose and education purpose. I see opportunities in these stocks and I have personally invested in these stocks, and I am here to share my point of view related to these stocks and why they can go up from the current levels. If you are new to this channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and do like the video. Talking about the Nifty IT index. Yes, you will see that the Nifty IT index was established in Jan 1, 1996 at the base value of 100 rupees. Well, that's not a huge price, if you will see, to a point where you will see that the IT index from the level of 100 rupees went up to the level of 40,000 in 2021-2022. Well, now the IT sector has corrected very well from the top levels and currently trading at the level of roughly around 28 to 29,000, and I believe that this is one sector which can give a huge return from the current levels. There has been a lot of movement in other sectors. There has been a lot of upside gone in Nifty, but I believe that now it is a time when Nifty IT index has to perform. The major reason that why Nifty IT index was under pressure is due to the fear of recession in US and the global markets. I believe that all those news which was related to the recession, which is related to the interest hikes, are factored in, and that's why the Nifty IT index is currently at the base level, or most of the IT index have not moved much from the 52 weeks low. And this is the time when when we should invest in these kind of companies. These are the quality stocks, I must tell you, and this kind of technology or these kind of companies continuously grow year on year. So what comes in Nifty IT index? Well, Nifty IT index consists of 10 stocks. You can see the 10 stocks here, and the 2 stocks which I'm going to discuss today are from the Nifty IT index. The first stock will be TCS, yes, and the second stock which I'm going to discuss from the Nifty IT index is Ltts. Both of the stocks are in my portfolio, and today I added one more stock in my portfolio. Basically, I mean, like on the Friday, I added KPI technology, KPIT technology. I added in my portfolio, and I will share it with you, like why I see potential in that particular stock. Let's begin with the Tata Consultancy Services. Well, I have said a lot of things about Tata Consultancy Services in my past videos. I have commented, I have read your comments also stating that they want to invest in IT index, or it is better to invest in TCS. I specifically told people to go with TCS at the current level of 3,100 to 3,000. And I believe that this particular company can see a significant growth in next coming months. You will see that it is a huge large cap company with a market capitalization of roughly 11,77,355 crore rupees, and it is a flagship company of the Tatas. Yes. Well, apart from this, the company is majorly into IT services and consulting and business solution, and the revenue which they get is basically from the banking, financial services. They have then their accounts and revenues coming from the consumer business, retail, communication, media and technology, etc. You will see that the current price for this particular stock is 3,218 rupees, and at this particular price also I see value in it. The stock PE is of 30.4, and now we will look at the financials of TCS. You will look at the financial of this particular company. You will get to know that the sales for this particular company has been increasing every quarter since 2019. This is a massive thing, and this is a great thing about the companies. People believe that TCS is a very large company. There is very significant growth in this particular company, but I must say that the more and more we are trying to build Make in India things, take the services of Make in India, I believe that TCS has a huge potential there. Not only there, the Tata group itself is such a large group from which TCS can generate humongous revenue for its businesses. Looking at the operating profit, you will see that the operating profit has been stable roughly around 13,000 crore rupees from the September 2021 to June 2022, which is again a good thing when the people are out there talking about the inflation, people are out there talking about the recession. I believe that this company has done fairly well in maintaining their operating profits as well as the net profit for the company. You will see that they have been maintaining their healthy profits of roughly around 9,000 crore and above, which can eventually grow in coming years. Well, I'm not saying coming months, because again, if US economy is under recession currently or is going to go under recession in coming months, then definitely they can impact the revenue of TCS. But from my end, I believe that all the news have been factored in this particular stock, and there are chances that this particular company can go or make new highs from the current levels. Looking at the chart of the TCS, you will see that TCS is currently taking support at the level of 3100. You will see that this is the line which I made in my previous video when I talked about TCS, and you will see that the stock again moved from the point of 3100 and is currently trading at a level of 3217 rupees. You will see that the RSI is gaining to get strength. Earlier it was on the oversold zone, and now it is currently at 48.88, which is again showing strength, as well as the MACD. If you will see the technical indicator here, you will see the blue line is about to cross the red line in the MACD indicator, which again shows strength of a stock, that it can go up from this particular level. Now you will see that I have drawn a cup here. Well, basically this is a cup, and I believe that the TCS in future can follow this particular pattern, and it can go up to the level of 3500, come down a little, and then give a breakout and go to the level of 4,000 rupees. I believe that this is very highly possible in this particular stock, and I'm very bullish in this stock, and I have made several videos, and I have also invested in this particular stock. Whether you want to invest in this particular stock at the current level, it is totally up to you, but I see opportunity in this stock, so I am accumulating TCS in my portfolio. The next stock which I want to discuss is Larsen & Toubro Technology Services. Well, Ltts is one of the company which is somewhere between the large cap and the mid cap stock. This is a very high growth company. I must tell you that it is more volatile than TCS. TCS is a complete large cap company. You won't see like many ups and downs in that particular company from the current level, but I believe that Ltts, the current market price 3753 rupees, is one such company which can go up to the level of 5,000 in coming months. It can break the level of 5,000 and can reach its 52-week high of 5958 as well. I will try to tell you like why I believe that this can happen, and the chart formation which Ltts is making right now is extremely bullish. Well, I must tell you that Ltts, they work into transportation, industrial products, telecom, and high-tech medical devices and plant. Basically, they are into engineering and research development company, and their revenue is split into geographies across the world. So the major revenue which they get is from North America 58%, Europe 17%, India 13%, and rest of the world 12%. So basically, like, that is why again this particular company came down from the level of 6,000, because again, if US gonna fall, US gonna get into recession, if inflation fears are there, the company might not get orders because it is highly reliable on the US market. This is the one reason that the company was not doing well. You will see that the stock P is currently 39, and you must be familiar with the Alexa. Alexa is engineered by Ltts. Well, just a fact. It doesn't cater much to it, but I just wanted to tell that the LTTS is the one who engineered Alexa in the market. You will see the sales of this particular company. Again, you will see a growth from the year June 2019 to June 2022. There has been increase from 1348 crore sales to 1874. And the operating profit, you will see there is a massive jump when it comes to operating profit of this particular company, from 273 crore rupees to 401 crore rupees. The company is always increasing their profits. From the June 2020, you will see that 118 crore of profit, and right now it is giving the profit of 275 crore rupees, which again shows volume and strength for this particular company. Talking about the shareholding pattern for the LTTS, you will see that the FIIs has decreased their stake, the DIs has decreased their stake, and the promoters has decreased their stake a little bit. But now I believe when the next quarter data will come in the market, this particular stock will see a huge change in its shareholding pattern. So I am stating it today. Well, you can note it down if you want to track this particular stock, definitely, because I have this particular stock from the level of 3,000 rupees. I made a video when I started this YouTube channel. When I made a video on top growth stocks, I made a video on LTTS, Happiest Mind, and FL India, and they have given massive returns from those levels. Again, I'm still bullish on LTTS. I'll show you why I'm bullish on the LTTS. This is the LTTS chart. I gave this particular stock when the stock was trading at a roughly price of 3,000 rupees, and from that particular level it has already given massive returns. But you will see that I was discussing about a cup and handle chart in my previous stock, TCS as well. And here you will see the LTTS has formed the same pattern. The company made a cup like this, and again it went down, took a support near its 50-day moving average, which is roughly 3557. And now it is trying to give a breakout at a level of 3900. So please mark my words, if this particular stock is able to sustain the level of 3900 rupees and give a breakout at 3900 rupees, the immediate target for this company will be 5,000 rupees. Yes, this gap, can you see that this blue line which I'm drawing, the difference between these two lines, which turns out to be like 3,900 to 3,900 points daily from the level of 3,900, which is roughly around 4,800 to 5,000 rupees. Whether you believe that this might happen or whether you don't believe this might not happen, but I believe that you should invest in this particular stock. You can do your first installment of the investment in this particular stock, or you can buy it every month, do SIP in this particular stock and see how it grows in coming future. Now talking about the last stock. The last stock is Kpit Technologies. This is the stock which I added on Friday. I invested in this particular stock my first installment of 38,000 rupees. And I believe that this particular company can go massive or can give massive returns from the current levels. It's not a very big stock or a known stock in the market, but they have been doing something extraordinary or different from other IT companies. Basically, they are into automobile softwares and everything, and they design and connected autonomous shared electric softwares which help the automobiles to connect with the other parts of the car, like engines, tires, etc. Well, they basically serve to OEMs the companies like BMW, they have the client, BMW is their client. So I believe that this particular company has a huge growth in coming days or in coming future as well. Talking about the Kpit technology, you will see that the market cap is not that big. The market cap is only 15,707 crore rupees. The current market price is 573 rupees, and I did the investment in this particular stock at the level of 562. This is the recent buying which I did, and you will see that the stock P is relatively higher than the last two stocks we discussed, because again, it's a growth company, and the PE does not justify everything. If you will consider a growth factor, I see more growth in this particular company than last two stocks we discuss. Again, they have a global presence, and that's why this particular company is currently trading at a level of 573, not 800. So I believe that this particular company can give you a massive return. It is going to take support at the level of 500 or 450. It's a little bit high risk stock. So if you want to buy this particular stock, then definitely you should buy it in phases. Like if it falls further to the level of 500 or to the 450, you can do your second installment. And if it goes up, you can do SIP in this particular stock. Now, talking about the revenue of this particular company, the company has been earning roughly about 41% of its revenue from the US again, and the 39% of its revenue from Europe. Well, so if you will see that the US Europe market right now, again, they are under, like, the inflation is above 10% in European countries, and the inflation is roughly around 7.5 to 8% in US market, which is relatively high in comparison to India. But I'm again reiterating the fact that these are the things which are known already and which are already factored in the market. So you should go for the IT stocks at current price, because they have been undervalued in last 1 year or so. So this is my point of view. And again, it's like there is a quote from Warren Buffett, like, you have to be greedy when others are fearful, and a lot of people are fearful in IT industry or IT stocks because of attrition rate, because of recession in US and whatnot. But I believe that this is the opportunity time you should grab, and I'm doing the same. Looking at the financials of this particular company, you will see that the company is doing sales of 686 at the current times from June 2019, where it was doing the sale of 506 crore rupees. The net profit has been increasing for this particular company from 31 crore in June from 31 crore in June 2019 to 88 crore. It is more than doubled in last 3 years. Now, do you understand, like, when I talk about the growth, why I say that these companies are like more into growth phase? Because these are very small companies and there is a huge potential for the growth in such companies. Talking about the shareholding pattern for this particular company, you will see that there has been decline. Oh, yeah, there has been decline in FIS and DIS data, and similarly pattern was followed by the last two companies as well. So don't go on this. I believe that people are buying this particular stock at the current market price, because I have seen volumes coming in this particular stock. If I talk about the chart, you will see that after it declared its result, there has been volume coming in here, volume coming in. The green candles are the volumes, like how people are buying this particular stock. And I believe that this is going to be a good accumulation zone for this particular stock between the level of 550 to 500 rupees. If you get the stock at that particular price, again, good, but you can do your first installment in this particular stock at the current level. If it sustains the level of 600, I believe it can give a massive return to the level of 800 in coming months. So these are like some of the top picks for me in the IT market, in the IT sector, and I have invested in all the three companies. Well, I told you, like, I recently added Kpit technology as well, and the rest is totally up to you, that if you want to invest in IT stock, what do you think of IT industry, and whether you want to buy or like in a bulk, or you want to do SIP, well, SIP is always better, or like doing installments, buying in these kind of stocks are always better. So I leave it up to you. Please do your own due diligence before investing into the stock market or any kind of stock. And if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. I'll get you more such kind of videos in coming future. Your likes and subscribers gives me strength to make more and more quality content. Thank you.